I'm sure other people actually worry about preserving their channel and doing the right thing. That's not my concern. I'm actually on a mission to see how much I can kamikaze my own fucking channel here. Like, if we're gonna fuck things up around here, let's do it proper. Okay. I come from a neighborhood where if you're gonna knock someone the fuck out, you make sure they don't come back for you. Okay. So if I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up around here, I'm gonna do it right. And I think week by week we're finding new ways to really push the boundaries to new and exceeding lows in life. And I'm very impressed with us. And I want to just say, good job, guys. Good job. And welcome back to the commission, boys and girls. How's everybody doing tonight? Am I still too loud? Am I really loud?
You're always loud.
Yeah, but am I like extra loud tonight?
You're always right in the beginning.
He's really fucking proud about those that headset.
Right?
Hey, listen, I'm not in the fucking dark ages anymore, goddammit. Imagine if I was like, fucking trying to do things, man. Woo! You guys would be in trouble.
Here's Will. He'll get the true credit. Did Ken help you set that up?
No, he did not.
You did that yourself?
I did.
Nah, he lost the sound. He lost it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Am I good?
Sports here. Ken.
Am I good?
I can hear you now.
Okay. It was my fucking internet. Yeah, see, look at Ken. Like, I didn't help with that. Now he's not going to take credit because it fucked up for a minute. So, yeah, but if it was working perfectly fine, Ken would have been like, no, it was my fault. I did that. What the hell's going on? What's up? How's everybody doing this fine evening?
I'm alive.
Fucking fantastic.
Do you really have to ask if you're? I wasn't asking if I know I'm fucking loud. They were saying in the green room that I was abnormally loud tonight. I was just asking if that was still the case. That's all.
Yeah.
How goes it? Another night, another day, whatever. We're all still here. Vato, what's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? How the hell? It's been what? It's been 2 weeks, right? Been 2 weeks? Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. That's right. It's been 2 weeks. So how the hell was everybody's week off? I love the messages I get, by the way, when we don't do a show. It's not, is everybody okay? It's not anything happened, any of those things. I get messages like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do tonight now? Or I get, okay, now who the fuck am I supposed to watch act like an idiot? Listen, it's YouTube. There's plenty of people out there to watch act like idiots, okay? We are not the only ones, I promise you. There's lots of them out there.
Steven.
What is going on? How's everybody doing? I had Ken caught me off guard when he responded to a story before, and he was like, something I take offense to that, and I'm not a fucking idiot. And then he was like, I actually read that wrong. I'm not fucking stupid or something. Ken caught me off. I was doing something. He made me laugh. Thank you for that, Ken. Anyone want to think about how many minutes into the show it's going to be before Joe's forehead vein is?
Depends on how fast he wants to get to the stupid shit or not.
Yeah, right.
Well, that depends. Like, do we Band-Aid it and just fucking get there and fuck it? Or do we like ease our way in and talk about some other
like
shit?
Gentlemen?
Like gentlemen, right. Do we have some foreplay or do we just fucking wham bam, thank you, ma'am, go home, and that's that?
Cowboys releasing Ezekiel Elliott.
Who cares?
I do. I'm a Cowboy fan.
Bye.
Fuck you.
Bye.
Who gives a
I've been
shit?
since the 70s.
Bye, Zeke. Bye. Is he going to return some of that incredible amounts of money that he took from them and did nothing for?
I hope so. He could run until they got a contract and then gone.
Is he going to do one of those things? Maybe, correct the amount of money that he stole from the Cowboys for no fucking reason at all.
Who gives a fuck about football? Who gives a fuck?
You know, something like that. How you doing, Daniel? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Did I say hi to Steven? I don't know.
Yes, you put him up a little bit.
What's going on? What's going on, Rob? Aldemir, I believe I said hi to you, but if not, just in case. Travi, how the hell is everybody? Cowboys fan? Yeah, that's right. It's gross. It's gross.
Dez caught
It
the
really
fucking
is.
ball, Ken. Dez caught it. Get over it. He
It
caught
really
it.
is gross. It's you know, you think as they grow up they would grow out of that kind of stuff, but apparently, you know, not. He's fucking 180 and he's still a fucking Cowboys fan. You would think at some point he would get some form of culture or taste in his life. It hasn't happened yet though. Maybe he can finally buy a shirt that covers it. No. Listen, man, I remember when the Cowboys, I'm sorry, Dan, I know you hate this, but I remember when they first signed him, when they gave him the extension, I literally sat in my room going, fuck, man, because I can't deny it. Zeke was a monster when he first came into the league. He was an animal. And I was like, shit, man, we got to deal with him for 4 more years. This fucking sucks. And as soon as he got the money, gone went the animal. He became the most non-threatening player in the league. That worked for me.
What's up, Mikey?
What is
Donnie,
going on
out there, buddy?
All right, so we're gonna like go back and forth tonight. We got a lot of things to get to, a lot of stuff to go over. Dan's been out there actually, like, you know, making content and doing cool stuff. I don't know. Have you made any content, Dan? Have you actually made a video? I know you did some live streams.
I've done live streams. I keep running into issues with editing stuff. I actually made a video, tried to edit on my computer, figured out my computer can't fucking handle the shit because when I rendered it out, it was all sorts of fucked. So I've been looking into a different way to do it.
I'm not going to say I got a tech guy that can help you, but I know a tech guy that might be able to help you. Ken, tell the guy how tell him, give him one of those idiot-proof ways that you showed me, like, you know, the editing for dummy steps that you showed me, something like that. If I can do it the way Ken showed me, anybody can. That's a promise.
See, I was doing it on my computer, and my computer does not handle very well. So, Android.
Ken, you needed. See?
I think I've got a good way that I'm going to be able to do it now. So
even Dan's computer is miserable,
right?
I'm not fucking using the Mac.
Listen, I hate to say it because I hate Apple too, but if you have an Apple device, they are great for editing, man. They really are.
I'm not using that fucking thing.
And there's Ken right away. I prefer Apple.
Yeah, this laptop is not equipped to deal with DaVinci Resolve. So,
what's going on, Ryan? How you doing tonight, sir? All right, like I said, we're gonna bounce around a bit here. We have some cool questions that came in. We have some odd questions that came in. You know, the usuals. That'll lead us into some of the topics we want to bring up tonight. Believe it or not, I actually have a topic that I want to get into a little bit more. But some of the questions that you guys sent in will actually lead into this topic. So I don't want to just go into the topic. We'll do your questions. I don't want to leave your questions out. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up, Daniel.
So,
Jesus, that was out of nowhere.
Okay. I don't want to leave your questions out or
He's got something he wants to say. His bottom lip was moving. Go ahead, Dan. Get him. Get him.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
But I mean, as always, the very first thing that's first. We gotta love Trav because he literally does it. Like, I don't just leave it there. Literally every week, it's in the question thing, and we fucking love you for it, sir. And if it's somebody else, I'm sorry, but I'm just assuming it's him every time it's up there. That's my assumption here. Where is it? I gotta find him now. What company closing upset you the most? I have a great answer for this, but I'm going to let the guys go first. Go ahead.
Miners. Seriously, miners.
Mine
I love
was
Mike and
painful.
Beth, and I love what they brought, the strangeness and everything else. G. Lou. They just miners, hands down miners. There's another company that's due to close that's going to hurt, but it hasn't closed yet, so can't say.
Miners was a very painful one for me personally.
See, I never tried miners, so I can't speak on that one. I guess if I was going to get upset about anybody closing, I mean, it's between probably Mana and maybe Barker's.
Oh, yeah, Caleb. Yeah.
Becky said nobody. Said nobody. Said nobody. Nobody said it.
That says some good sarcasm from her.
Way to go, Beck. Good job. Good job, Becky. Even when you're not on stage, man, you hit well. Good job. Those are good ones too, Dan. The Mana Boys for sure. That one hit me. I started off with those guys doing the reviewers table together, and we came up together, watching them grow into what they were doing. I always took a lot of pride in watching those guys do their thing. I love both of those men. So hearing they were closing their door, that one sucked too. I'll put it like this. For the bulk of it, there are very, very few companies that I've seen close their doors that it didn't hurt. Very few. There are the few that I was like, oh, good, they're gone, bye. But for the most part, a lot of the companies that closed it hurt. Everyone you just heard up here. Miners, Caleb over at Barker's Beard, the Mana Boys. I'll go to one most people can't remember, Wild Side Beard Co. I love those guys. They were amazing people. There were so many companies. At one point, the beard world was literally on fire. Literally. Every time you turned around, there was a new company popping up. Somebody was trying something new. There were new scents rolling out. There were new this. There were reviewers everywhere getting ready for new product to come in and test it and give their honest opinion. And that has all died because the internet's a place where a bunch of babies can cry if you give your honest opinion. So now we are where we are today. But every one of these companies that it's closed, for the most part, again, there are some, 607, that, it's like, bye. But, man, Miners is one that we did some of the coolest shit in the world, me and Miners. I don't care what any of you fucks say, okay?
Balls!
Having Mungie on screen and the launch for all that, like, those were some of the coolest fucking live streams I ever did. Weird as fuck. Okay, but still some of the coolest shit I ever did. Johnny Grooms was with me on that. He can account for it. Some of the coolest shit we ever did. And watching those guys close was rough, man. Very, very rough.
Johnny, they really didn't vanish. They're over doing Christian rock right now. And they're doing very, very well.
Yeah, losing Caleb was another rough one. Absolutely. Another one that I wish
for the price. Best products for the price, Barker's Beards.
I'll tell you right now, one company I would love some closure on as well is Chronic Beard Co. I'd love to know what happened with Mike.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about Mike.
I'd love to know what happened because one day he was just gone. Didn't answer anymore, didn't post anymore. The company was gone. Everything was just gone. Okay? Just very, very odd the way things went down with Mike. So, Chronic's another one, man. There were so many cool companies. Again, at what point you literally couldn't log on to your Instagram without seeing a new company coming up. You just every day there was somebody new coming along. And you knew, listen, if you know anything about marketplaces and the way things work, you knew eventually a lot of these companies were going to go away. Okay? There's no way they were all going to survive. But it was still a really cool time to be a reviewer and to be part of the beer world. It really was. It was a really cool time. There was so much shit out there to get your hands on and really experience for the first time that it was cool, man. It was a lot of fun, So I don't just miss those companies. I miss that time in the beer world. It was different. It was cool. And we'll never get back to that, though, because you guys cry when somebody fucking stubs their toe. So it won't happen. Name three companies.
Tyson.
What's going on, Tyson?
What's going on, Tyson? Name 3 companies you think are criminally, incredibly underrated. Incredibly underrated. Shit.
Jesus, you fucking illiterate bastard.
Oh, okay, whatever. All right, listen.
Public school educated motherfucker out of
Hey, I'm
Jersey.
public school too, so fuck you.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're
I
in
know.
Minnesota.
Listen, I made a mistake reading it. I know all the work you two do getting the show ready. You must fucking tire yourselves out, right? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Pretty
Fuck
much.
both of you.
Copy and paste is so hard.
They don't let you copy and paste on NGL, bitch. So there.
Oh, incredibly underrated. Fuck. What's I'm blanking on the name right now. Nate's company out of Texas.
Johnny Ray.
No. Mother effer.
And he's gone. See, when you get old, guys, you can't remember unless you actually see the product.
Yeah, shut up. Like I said, had a brain fart, so fuck off. Bahawat, I kind of like them, and I will say Bearded Sons. I liked everything I've tried from them. I don't think he gets a lot of exposure.
Okay. Dan, anybody you like that nobody else likes?
Yeah, himself. Sorry.
If I don't include companies that are kind of like new within the last year, you don't really want to consider them underrated since they're not really fully known yet. But if I'm going to say underrated, I would probably go with Bay Area.
Good one.
Crusher's Creations.
Never tried them. I need to.
Hold on, he's got to check the collection.
Yeah, see, not just me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Weird Beard, actually. Weird Beard has really, really good fucking butter.
Okay. Listen, I won't disagree with anybody on what they think is underrated or overrated, really, because it's you. So I can't tell you what you think is good or what you think is not good. Life doesn't work that way, folks. But I can tell you the ones that I would go for. One that I've talked about back from when he originally launched, and I still talk about to this day, is Kuhn. I've rocked with that man from the beginning. He's not for everybody, and I know that. He can be as much of an asshole as I am when he wants to be. But he's got some killer products, and he really does take his time to make his shit as good as he can. And the packaging as well. He puts a lot of care into what he does. So Kuhn is one. Wild Twine, one that people tend to forget about. And he's really got some of the best oil and butter you can get your hands on for feeling beard. Scent profiles are subjective, but Mr. Hyde is fantastic. And so is V for Valor, if he still has it available to this day. And my number one has always probably been and will always be Brocaz, because, again, when we talk about the pricing like we just do for Caleb and Barker's beards, for the dollar value they place on things and the feeling beard that you're going to get and the scent profiles, it's hard to argue with Brocaz. But I think we overlook them at times because it's just cologne scents, or I think sometimes people see the price points and they think that they're not that good because they're cheaper. Not the case, man. Feeling beard, they're right up there.
Everybody's version of underrated is just the amount of publicity you see about them.
Right.
You know, you see companies being publicized all the time, you consider them underrated, but at one point, one of the companies or two of them or three of them have been severely publicized at one point.
Right.
They were really shown at one point, and then they kind of just dropped off, or they weren't being as publicly open with stuff. Like, Hanyaker, Adam, he basically took it upon himself to be like, I'm fucking done with social media. So people know that Adam isn't underrated. It's just he doesn't deal with social media anymore because he's like, fuck all you people, it's y'all suck.
I can't
blame him.
really, really can't blame them. Really
Nope.
can't.
I mean, and that's part of the reality as well, as what we talked about with all the beard companies and all that. And what you just said is very true. What we call underrated, right? So I just mentioned Kuhn as being underrated, but that man goes to his local farmer markets, things like that, and he sells out of everything on the table and all that shit. So I'm sure he's doing just fine. It's just in our world we don't see him as much as we do some of the other companies. But then how many of these companies do we not see anymore because they don't want us to see them anymore? How many of them have seen all the dumb shit that's gone on, all the BS and all that, and they're like, I ain't throwing my shit out there for them to talk about anymore. I'll just worry about my own stuff. I'll pay for fucking ads on Facebook. It's free, and if they cry in those comments, I don't even see it. So whatever.
Yep. You got the ones that, if they post every now and then just to be like, just maybe stay relevant, I guess, because, there's plenty of, I don't see anything from Damn Yankee anymore. I know they're not technically underrated, but Pete doesn't, put out there constantly, hey, remember Damn Yankee? I don't feel he's underrated. He just doesn't post as much anymore, and it's just fuck social media.
Right. And I mean, like his Sterling line is just
fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes, exactly. The Sterling line is fan-fucking-tastic. I've said it from the first time I ever tried it. I will put that up against any other feeling beard known to fucking man. It is fantastic. And you're right, though. Like, I don't think he's in trouble business-wise. I think he's fine. I think he's just like, I'm not fucking with the beard world anymore. Look at all the dumb shit that goes on all the time. Why would I?
Yeah, but okay. But speaking of Damn Yankee, what do you associate with them? Basically, tobacco scents. So if you're not into tobacco scents, you're not going to think about things like Pawpaw's Chair or, God, that other weird one he had that's like black pepper and blood orange.
I know the one you're talking, but he had like Pawpaw's Chair, Pipe Bomb. He had, Sterling, honestly, when I tried Sterling by him, I was like, damn, this is way different than what you normally do. Like the actual, not just the blend, the scent profile he made called Sterling. I was like, this is way different than your norm. And it was good, dude. It was very good.
Yeah, but I mean, you associate Damn Yankee strictly with tobacco scents, because that's what he's really, really known for is mixing that up,
Because I will tell you, I actually messaged Pete about it, but I got Viking as fuck in the Sterling blend, and that scent is like, that's probably pushing over the top of my top scent.
Damn.
So I love that shit. That is fucking fantastic.
Where are we gonna go next? This one, we're gonna get this one out of the way now because we can't answer this one for you. Sorry, we can't. Okay, I'm gonna say that now. I am going to answer for the two men on the screen as well because they can't answer this question either. All right, only two people can, and neither one of them are on this show. So why this question was asked to us, I have no fucking idea. Anyone know why Ken is no longer with Alley Cat? Is it because that he learned Gary is a snake?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Do you see Ken or Gary on this motherfucking screen? Am I missing them? Ken, are you hiding behind my chair? Like, I don't think like either one of those guys has Gary stashed in their house. So why this question got sent to us? I'm not really sure. But if you would like an answer, you can go ahead and ask Ken or Gary that question yourself, because we would not presume to answer it for either one of them. I don't know why. I'm sure they have their reasons, and that's between those two. But again, unless Ken's not hiding behind my chair. So
how low do you have to be to try to slip that question in to try to create drama? Why can't you just leave it alone and move the fuck on with your life? Are you that obsessed with Gary Lewis Are you that obsessed with Ken?
Yes, yes, that's where you're missing this. You have two of the guys who have been honestly obsessed about quite like intensely. Like they are two of the guys that who like myself, I get like, man, just think about this for a minute. There's a group of guys who spend all day thinking about you. It gets a bit nerve-wracking at times. It's a bit odd. They obsess about you, and they do. This is all they do. They wait for moments like this where they can try and attack. It's a bit odd. It's a bit weird feeling, and hey. But again, we're not those guys, so we can't answer this question, nor would we. It's not our place to answer.
I have no idea what happened. I don't care what happened. I don't want to know what happened. I don't fucking care. It's not even a blip on my radar. When I get my cookies, Ken. That's all I'm going to say. It's like rent when I get Mel's cookies.
To be honest, I didn't even fucking know.
Actual cookies, haters. Actual cookies. He wasn't being weird. It was. I'm correcting that now before somebody takes a clip of this shit and turn. He was talking about real cookies, you sick fucks. Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that because I didn't even know Ken worked with Gary in the first place. So,
my veins popping? Really? Is it? Stop it, Beck. My vein. It might be. I go. Doesn't matter. I get angry easily. We all know that. Okay, getting angry is what I do best. Everybody's got to be good at something. I'm good at being pissed off. All right, leave me the fuck alone.
I've sent out bottles. The last bottle I have to send out belongs to this guy down here.
Yeah, he promised me that a year and a half ago.
Hey, it's
bottles of what?
I look at it every so often. It's aging really nice. I walk by it every day and go, "Hi, Dan."
How you doing, Corey?
What is up, Ross?
We appreciate it. Thank you. We will. We'll do our best.
Yeah, you're the pretty girl, so I get that girl.
I am. All the pretty girls come running when they see me. What can you say? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You can't all be beautiful like me, and that leads us into the next question, honestly.
That sounds like a Tyson comment.
Being that I'm an ugly bloke, and don't tell me how.
That's got to be Stephen Fleming.
Oh man, I got to tell you, if this is the standard for the pretty girls, we're all fucked in the world. Like, you guys might want to start. If you're married, stay married. Just don't do it, because if this is it, you guys are in trouble. Okay.
If Joe's the standard, I am godlike.
If Joe's the standard, I'm digging my grave now. I'm done with the planet.
If I'm the standard, you're all in fucking trouble moving forward. You're all in trouble. And nobody watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force, did they?
No, never have.
See, your joke just went, sorry, bro. They didn't watch the show. Yeah, but now maybe everybody will go Google it after the show to go see what you're talking about.
Wiley, I think he did. I really think he did.
Wiley.
They can go back and ask about Chris's real age. Nobody knows Chris's real age. It'll never be revealed. Actually, Chris has told you how old he is on quite a few occasions. We have just made him quite older than any human being has ever been in life. I think I'm probably responsible for that, and for the Johnny Grooms being a serial killer.
Kinda. Jesus.
The Johnny Grooms serial killer thing. I think I started that one too.
Uh-huh.
I think I did. I think I started that one too. So, my apologies. You know what didn't catch on that I wanted to do? I was calling Kenneth Paltrow for a long time. Nobody else fucking did it.
You gave him a bunch of nicknames.
But I was really trying with the Kenneth Paltrow. I'd even go into his chats. Be like, Kenneth Paltrow, what's going on, brother? Nobody else ran with it though.
That's probably why he changes his name all the time. You gave him a complex.
He's in the Joe protection program. He keeps changing his identity to get away from Joe.
Daniel, you weren't supposed to give that away, you asshole.
Oh,
I
man.
thought what I asked you in the messages was in confidence. Now I'm never going to trust you again.
You won Paul the other week. I respect that.
Well played, Reverend. Well played.
Oh, boy. All right, what's next? What was the highlight of your year so far? I can't answer that question on the grounds of if the curse hears me out loud, I'm fucked.
I'll tell you. Last week, Joe being surrounded by so many federal agencies and he's still upright and didn't have a complete nervous breakdown. That was my highlight. All the cherries and berries going off around Joe and he didn't take off running. That's my highlight.
I can't answer these questions. Listen, I know everybody thinks I'm just playing it up but the curse is real. It really does exist. And any slight mention of my happiness brings forth something awful into my life. Something horrible will happen. So therefore, nothing good has happened. Not a fucking thing. Nothing.
Hey, lock that door downstairs.
That's it. Nothing good has happened. And I can answer it that way. And that's that.
I have even told Joe before when we're talking on the phone, don't call me for like 2 weeks. You're having a good streak. I don't want to get splattered by the curse.
It does not miss. It waits too. It always waits until the perfect moment. Fucks up everything. So that's why from now on, we just don't admit happy moments anymore. And therefore, it can't take advantage of it.
Dan? He woke up today. There's his highlight of his year. He woke up.
People enjoy watching my show, I guess.
There you go. Well, that was a nice answer. Look at our Danny all growing up. Good job.
Nice shameless promo, too, right in the middle of Joe's show. You're
way to go and plug yourself. Good job, buddy. Good. You are learning to be a real content creator now. The only thing you got to do now is next time when you do that, you got to say, people like watching my show Fridays at 9 o'clock only on Beard of the North YouTube channel. You got to have like the whole spiel set up. You know what I'm saying? Even slip the name in there too.
They like watching your show, unlike that other shitty show you were a part of. They like watching yours. Love you, Reverend.
This shitty show that I'm a part of?
The one you used to be a part of on Friday nights.
You used to be part of a horrible fucking show. What an annoying host. Not me. Somebody else. And if that's what'll break the curse, I'm gonna be cursed for the rest of my life. That's that. I'll live with it. I'm fine. I've made it to 38. I'm good. I can't have that much longer to go, so I'll be all right. Breaking the curse is not that important. This, I don't know who sent this, but whoever it is does not like Drew.
Okay, then.
Nope, didn't know that.
Does anybody know what a blumpkin is?
No.
Yeah. Don't look it up then. Don't look it up.
This is another one of those, huh?
Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my God. Every fucking week he gets tagged by one. I love it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, because I'm telling you right now, I mean, I already knew what it was when I saw the question, but I looked it up a long time ago and I was like, oh, wow, I wish I didn't. And the video I saw, it said, don't look up what this is. And of course, the first thing I fucking did was go look up what the fuck it is, right? Don't do it. It's not worth it. There might even be an image that comes along with looking it up. You don't want to see all that.
Everybody laughing in the chat right now has looked it up.
I'm kind of giggling because I know I'm going to get blamed for that question no matter what. I just don't fucking care. I don't care.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Wiley. Thank you.
Yeah, Wiley.
Wiley, there you go.
Don't
Well,
look.
Wiley
Don't
admitted
Google
to it?
anything that you hear on here.
If I've learned anything, it's don't Google anything. And that might be the greatest. How can we leave that? No, I have to put up the other. But if we can leave this here, this might be the smartest piece of advice you ever get while watching our show. Don't look up a fucking thing that gets brought up in here.
What the fuck? Wiley's going look up a Blumpkin sidecar.
What's going on?
That'd be
Chris?
better than his Alabama. God, you guys stop it right now. That's mean. That's not bad.
I already know my wife has probably Googled it.
Why do you think she's laughing so hard right there? But it's so tempting.
Oh man. Ken, my question is, did you look it up by yourself or was Mel with you when you looked it up? Oh boy. God love it.
Gary, what can I say? I was young. I needed the money.
I can't, man. Oh,
It was an art class.
we love Joe. Thank you.
Liar.
Appreciate it. We love Chris. Fuck you, liar. There, how's it
Definitely
feel?
know you're lying.
How's
my
it
kid-
feel? How's it feel?
I don't think my kids have Instagram.
Not sure if we love Dan. Chris did this.
No.
Chris was tired. Chris was tired of Dan getting all the love, and he finally fired back.
Remember, if I take a swipe at Dan, I want the credit. So that one wasn't me.
Yeah, he would definitely say it was him.
I would definitely take credit for it.
Oh man, Dan! Look, you got your own little fan club forming.
We knew it would happen.
Yeah, it's all right.
Nah, you all love me. It's fine.
Not gonna judge, but why? Why? Were we gonna elaborate on this, or
Yeah, I was gonna say we need some more info.
like, not gonna judge, but why did we wear like why did I wear a white shirt yesterday? I don't know. It looked good with my jeans. Like, what do you want me to say? Why do I do a show every week with these two fucking idiots? I don't know. I get some kind of weird fucking enjoyment out of it. I don't know. I mean, if you're not judging, we appreciate it, but we don't know how to answer your "but why" part.
Because he spews purple glitter gel. God damn. That one's never going away. That's never going away, ever.
Oh boy. Where the hell are they? I think I sent you some ones too in the chat. So
Yeah.
but before I do, wait, I got to put up these ones, and then you tell me if I'm missing any, because this will lead us into some of the topics we were going to bring up.
Well, I've only got two.
This might be there already. I didn't know who sent this. I found out after the fact. Instead of being a passive aggressive, why don't you just call out people by name? Serious question.
Yeah,
Seriously, I didn't know this was kind of meant as just. This was kind of sent as just to kind of trigger one of us and have us start yelling on the screen. Honestly, but I would seriously hope by now everyone knows that this is the one place where we have. I think. Fuck hell. I don't think there's anybody we haven't called out by name yet. We've said everything we had to say. Probably why the show hasn't gotten any bigger yet.
Well, if you watched the episode 2 weeks ago, I'm glad we're on the air.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I was waiting for some kind of fallout from that. I was like, Pretty sure we went in on transgender and all that stuff pretty. I was like, man, we might get booted for that one. But you know what the good news is? We're not big enough for anyone to notice. There you go. That's why we're still here. That's why we're still here. You know, and calling people out. Listen, man, you can call out the world. Doesn't really. We do. We've called out a lot of people. And then it just always good. We go full circle on this, man. We just run around in circles. It gets annoying after a while. But yet still, my problem is my anger. I can't keep it in check. So when somebody does something stupid or makes me annoyed, it's like it happened on Monday, right? By Tuesday, I'm a little bit annoyed. By Wednesday, I'm pissed off. By Thursday, I'm just fucking dying to go live so I can go fucking ape shit bananas on you. And then by Friday, after I've done Thursday, I'm usually feeling a bit better. But then by Saturday, somebody pisses me off again, and we start the whole fucking process all over again. Somebody actually commented on one of my things and was like, that dude playing angry is annoying. Nobody's playing anything, though. I can be annoying. That's fine. But I ain't playing at being angry. This is my personality, damn it.
Yeah, you're all welcome.
No. I got to go seek help now. I'll be watching lesbian porn after this to get that image out of my head.
It's okay. You'll be all right.
All right. What were the ones I sent you, Chris?
Well, that one we just did is one you sent.
Yeah.
And sorry, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. So, Beard Care Club has a new scent. Keep an eye out for new scent profiles from companies who claim to make their own products.
Well, it's both. It's both. So it's annoying because you can't prove a company is or isn't doing something. That's number one. But it is a real point. I've always just maintained the thought that if you're going to be a dropship company, just own that shit, right? Own that shit from the door. Tell the world you're a dropship company. This is what you do, okay? Listen, there's different ways of being a dropship company. You can be somebody who, at home, mixed up a batch of something, thought it worked real well, and then sent that idea out to a lab to get it done because you can't safely make it for consumers at home. There's different ways of doing things, and I get that. Okay. The only thing is the consumer deserves the right to know where his product is coming from. And if it's not coming from you, he deserves the right to know. If it's a third party making said product, then he deserves the right to know, because sometimes you buy from a company based off of that owner, if you will. You want to support that owner and you trust that person, but if he's not the one making the products, it can change the way you feel about a situation.
Yeah, but didn't we like cover this ad nauseum like a year and a half ago when everybody was accused of being a dropship and everybody went on a rampage to find the next big company that was dropship?
Okay, got you. We did. You're right. And again, listen, at the end of the day, people are going to spend their money with whoever the fuck they want to spend their money with. I can't tell you who you should or shouldn't buy from. I can tell you who I like based off my experiences. One of the questions that did not, for some reason, I don't know why. Where the fuck did it go? I know I put it in here.
Yes, Gary. My word of the day calendar is helping out.
Jesus Christ, where did it go? Okay. I guess StreamYard got rid of it. One of the questions that got put in here, and I'm hoping that Daniel from Grindstone is still here. And I'm going to guess this was directed towards me and Dan as well, because it can't be directed towards Chris. Otherwise, wow. One of the questions was, did we watch Chris's review on Daniel's company, Grindstone, and what did we think? Obviously, this can't be directed towards Chris because Chris made the video. So that had to be directed towards me and Dan. Dan has already gone. I don't think, Dan, you watched it yet, did you?
No, I have not watched it.
Okay. I did finally get a chance to sit down and watch the whole thing. I'd only seen bits and pieces of it. First of all, calling it a review was not correct. It was not a review. It was a first impressions video. I think Chris said in the video he had, what, a day with the product at that point?
That was day 1.5.
Right. So day 1.5 with the product. That's number one. Number two, I'm always going to make fun of Chris whenever he makes a video. That's my job, goddammit, okay? That's what friends do. That's what brothers do. So immediately I'm going to make fun of him. That's how this works. I thought there were, what's the right way to put this? There were pieces in there that should be looked at one way, and it was funny to see in the comments the way things went. And we're all guilty of this. Everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're all guilty of this, including myself, because back when another reviewer was on a rampage about things, I got quite defensive over companies I cared about instead of maybe listening to what was actually being said. We go out of our way to ask reviewers to be honest. Give us their real experience. Tell us what really happened. Everything can't be the greatest thing you ever put in your beard. Doesn't work that way, right? And then when it happens, sometimes we get defensive and we get right away our guards go up and we want to protect those companies that we love. I saw some what Chris said, and then there were others that said the same thing, that they had some of the same issues. I don't think anybody was trashing Daniel, though. I really don't. And there seemed to be this incredibly underlying thing out there that, like, Daniel was being trashed, and I don't think that was it. Listen, I haven't gotten to try the product yet, so I cannot say yay or nay on the product myself. What I can say is that I know he's the 100% IFRA compliant. I have not tried one company yet that I know of, at least I should say, that is 100% IFRA compliant. IFRA is going to change the game completely, boys and girls. Completely. Companies and scent profiles that you loved might be going bye-bye forever. Like, especially the scent profiles, they might have to change forever. They might be nothing like what you're used to ever again. Okay? IFRA is going to change everything once everybody becomes fully compliant. That's number one. Number two, I know Daniel's a reviewer, and what he made is based off of his experiences and what worked best in his beard. What he thought a great product should look, feel, and smell like. Okay? So, just like with his reviewer channel, I'm going to go ahead and guess that if you agreed with his companies he liked, didn't like, and what he thought worked really well in beard, you're going to like his product. All I would say is, like I've always said, first of all, it's a first impressions. That's not, it's just the first impressions. That's all. The man still has to do his full video. That's number one. Number two, I guarantee you Daniel's going to get, I don't know, it's not the way it used to be at all. So he's not going to get 10 million reviews, that's for sure, because there aren't 10 million of us left anymore. But he's going to get a good 10 to 15 people reviewing his product, right? What I'll say is this. He's going to get 15 good ones. He's going to get 5 or 6 bad ones. This is how it goes. Now, company owners can take that one way or the other. And I'm sure Corey and other company owners can weigh in on this. I guarantee you they've gotten negative reviews, and it doesn't mean that somebody was just hating on the product. It can be a way to improve your product. There can be points there that maybe you didn't think of. Maybe there's a way to tweak something. But IFRA's going to change the world, boys and girls. So we're all going to have to get used to this new world. I promise you that. Everything's going to be very different from here on out. Cool. And that's cool. I'm good with all that. Listen, again, I haven't tried them personally yet. I think Dan has. So maybe Dan can, but I mean, Dan probably got a review coming, so he's probably going to be like, yeah, I'll tell you what I think of his products when you watch my fucking video, assholes, when I drop my review. Is that right, Dan? Is that right? Is that about right?
Hey, I did a first impressions unboxing on Instagram So that's as far as everybody knows so far.
Well, and I am going to say this, seeing how I am seeing
Yes.
Daniel post right now. Daniel and I have talked. Daniel had no problem with stuff, and he says right down there he appreciates that. Him and I discussed one thing in that review, and I told him point blank, I'm sorry for that. I didn't think that part through. And he told me no need to apologize. And he brought it up, and this is what it should be, a good back and forth. And if you watch that initial impressions video, I have said in there repeatedly, this is my first fully IFRA compliant company that I've tried. This is really different. I didn't say the product sucked. I didn't say I hated the product. I didn't say this was trash. Like some person in my comments section sat there and went, oh, it's a trash product. I was going to buy it, but F this. No, you weren't.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Well, listen, let's be honest here. We all know who the fuck that was, okay? Let's not play games here. That was Drew or one of his fucking acolytes who have hated Daniel from the beginning, and they were just looking for a fucking reason to jump in there and start shit. And that, unfortunately, is part of the reason why company owners don't want their products getting reviewed anymore. This is why. You want to know why the beard game is so fucked up? Idiots like that and anybody else who jumps in the comments talking shit or getting mad about and causing all the drama. Boom. Why would any company owner want to even deal with that? Why? So you get an idiot like that in there, and literally anybody who left a comment and said something like, what was his name? E. That was just the screen name was E.
Yeah, it's
or
E-Rock.
E-Rock?
Yeah, it's E-Rock. It's E.
Okay, E-Rock left a comment, said basically this and that. He liked the product, blah, blah. He just starting to use it. Scent profile, he was like, I think he said on the scent profile, he wished it was a little bit stronger. That was about the only thing he said at first, right? That person, under a fake screen name, by the way, because it was created a year ago, supposedly, but it's got no videos, no likes, no comments, no nothing anywhere until your video. That person then jumps in the comments on his comment, tags him in it, and says, so basically you're telling me it's a subpar product that I shouldn't waste my money on. Bad scent profile, bad this, bad. That's not at all what he said. So stop trying to twist his words. But that's what's been done from the beginning with this shit. They try to take something you said and turn it into a problem. I don't believe anything that was said in that video was meant as an attack. But morons out there are always going to try and twist things to be a problem because it's easier to tear it apart when everybody's fighting with each other. That's how they got the beard world to where it is. Because when you start turning everybody on each other, it's a lot easier to take it apart. But when you're all standing up there going, yeah, right there, right there. That's where you can take your comments.
People like to argue just to argue, plain and simple. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Hey, pull up Rob's comment, would you please? You didn't hurt me, Rob. I took your comment as basically you calling me a liar. I talked about exactly what I had experienced, and then you never really chime in on anything, but you chimed in quick to basically say, I don't agree with anything in this, video. It happened to me. I'm having a weird experience with this one, and I'm enjoying this testing process. I really am. This is something completely different for me. I'm glad you had a different experience. I really wanted that one you were talking about where you stepped outside and a breeze hit you and it had a cooling effect or something like that. I didn't have that happen. I'm kind of jealous over that.
It's like a sports car, no matter how many people said how fast it feels, unless you drive it yourself. Fair.
Yeah, and Triple B, we all know that was Drew. All right. Drew is the only guy I know other than Western Ram who will go into every single comment and attack everybody. And that's
but
what
we
happened.
all, again, if you make a video for Daniel's product, and this might be the one thing where I would have probably leaned away from it too in your video, but I get why you said it. What Chris said wasn't wrong, though. There are going to be the idiots who didn't like Daniel to begin with, and they're going to run into these comment sections and try and start shit. This is what they're going to do. If you make a video, and let's say your video goes like this. man, I purchased from Grindstone Grooming, and the owner was very attentive to me and answered all my questions, and I got it and I put it in beard, and the feel in beard was amazing, and the butter worked really well, and I liked the packaging, and I liked the scent profile. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer. They're going to leave a comment that follows. Oh, so you're telling me that they sent you a product that didn't perform as well as the others on the market, so therefore it's not worth my hard-earned money. Thank you very much. They're going to twist everything you say, what they're going to do. So just be ready for it.
Don't be sorry for having high standards, okay? I get what you're trying to say, but this is the weirdest experience I've ever had. I can't wait to do the full breakdown because I've had some different things happen. I'm jealous of you when you say you smelled it in beard for 6 hours. It comes and goes for me. It's this different kind of stuff, which is weird, and it's part of the fun of doing these reviews. So don't apologize for having high standards, bro. The first thing I started with, G, was the butter. I started that night before. That's why I said it was version day 1.5 in that initial stuff.
Again, I'll say this a million times. The beard game, like anything else that's scent-based, is incredibly subjective. That's number one. Incredibly subjective. And I know sometimes that can be used as a cop-out, but when we're talking about scent profiles, it is incredibly subjective, okay? And everybody's experience with the product is different. If you don't believe me, I'll go ahead and ask you to do one thing for me. One thing. I think everybody unanimously in this chat, right, will tell you that the following are shit products. Wild Willies, Cremo, right? We'd all say these are shitty products, right? Go ahead and look up Google reviews of them, though. And you'll find at least 10,000 reviews left. Now, company probably bought about 10,000 of those, or 5,000 at least, you should say. But some of them are still true, right? You'll find quite a few comments that'll tell you it's the greatest. I've tried a lot of other beard companies, but this is the best one I ever put in my beard. Blah, blah, blah. And you click on that person's name, and it goes back to a real fucking thing. So is that person wrong? Or is that just the way the experience they had? You know?
Yeah,
who am I to say?
Look at it this way. Getting mad at somebody for doing a review on a company that you like and they didn't give it's the greatest thing in the world. That's like getting mad at another man because he likes little titties and you like big titties. In a roundabout way, we all like titties.
I was going to say, and Dan doesn't care if they're big, small, fat, medium. He just wants titties.
We all like titties. So we all like beard oil. Whatever scent, whatever fucking, carrier blend, as long as it works, it works. So getting mad and upset at another man because he doesn't like it as much as you do, it's the same thing. I like big titties. You like small titties. We like titties together.
That's right. And if you like titties, Dan just told you beard oil is as American as liking titties. So if you like titties, you should like beard oil, and that's that.
I mean, I don't see, Steven. Yeah, I know.
Your analogies are amazing, Dan.
See, then you get the guys that are like, well, I prefer ass. And it's like, okay, so that's like saying you like balm, I like butter.
Yes, we all like titties, just not man titties. That's okay. But again, listen, Daniel, what I will say is this, my friend. Welcome to the world of being an owner. It's just the beginning, sir. For all the milestones and momentous occasions you will hit, you will also run into a whole lot of dumbasses along your journey and a whole lot of downward spirals, my friend. But I wish you nothing but the best and continue the journey. Do your thing, man. And I will be purchasing from you. That's a promise. Everything in time, but I got you. That's a promise.
My favorite piece of sexual chocolate. How are you, you big sexy bastard, you?
Did Dan just say big old titties?
I said big old titties, not tig old bitties. I don't beat around the bush that way.
And yes, for the record, everybody, that receipt from Grindstone is in a frame and hanging on my wall.
I mean, the fact that he signed it Reverend is pretty fucking cool. Like, you
got to save that. You just, boom, right there in the frame on the wall.
Like, come on. That's one of those personal touches that makes it pretty fucking cool, man. Like.
That already makes me go back for another purchase. It really does.
Oh, wow. Can you guys be any more fucking disturbing?
We could.
What a way to hit the last fucking thing on the show. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know why the last two questions did not stay up, but the last one was actually, I think it was meant to try and fuck with us a little bit and make us give weird answers. I'm very curious to see what the guys are going to say. It's not for me. It's for you two, actually. If you could replace the host of the show with anybody, who would it be? And don't lie, you want to get rid of his ass. That was the actual whole thing. It's not in the comments anymore, but that was the question.
Who would I replace the host with?
Yeah.
Nobody, because that was the whole point of the show starting. And that's not me being sensitive and all lovey-dovey with Joe, because fuck Joe. But that is the exact same reason why I agreed to be on the show, is because it's fucking Joe.
I think you got to peel through that a little bit there, but I think Dan just told me that he loves me. I'm just saying. Pretty sure Dan just said that we're like brothers and he loves me and he wouldn't do the show without me. Just saying, after he told me to go fuck myself. But I'm pretty sure that it was there somewhere.
So if we have to give an answer, if we have to, I am going to go with one of the most outrageous picks ever.
See, Joe, he'd replace you.
No, I'm saying if we have to give an answer. If we have to. And this one's going to hurt, Joe. I hope you're ready. If we have to replace that dickhead with anybody, it's the Pop-Tart sniffer.
Fuck you.
The weirdness running along. He's going to kick me out. I'm surprised he didn't kick me.
Fucking Pop-Tart sniffing fucking moron I call a brother. You're going to put him on the screen?
Like I said, if we have to give
you out of your fucking mind? You want to kill our audience? He's in the building, by the way, somewhere.
And I agree with Daniel. The show would never be the same without you. It really wouldn't.
No, that's why I agreed to be on the show, is because it was Joe and Chris.
Did you notice how he said that? It was Joe and Chris.
It was like it was like I agreed to do it because fucking Joe, and then guy Chris is there too. Fuck, whatever. But if I had to replace myself with anybody, who would it be? Definitely wouldn't be my Pop-Tart sniffing brother. That's for goddamn sure. Okay, that motherfucker. You want to talk about being put to sleep? He can hear me, by the way. He's upstairs above me right now. You want to talk about being fucking bored to death? Woo! Just give that man a microphone, okay? Joe's brother, best quote. Smells like when you walk in. Yes. Yep. That was a real quote, too. It's not even you can go look up the video, okay? It was our review of Badass Beard Co. And he was talking about the pirate. And I was like, Nick did the pirate. It's on to you, Nick. Do you think? And he's like, yeah, it just got that good old fashioned, when you walk into a bar, a pirate bar, and you smell that old pirate smell. And I went, how many pirate bars have you walked into exactly?
It was the turn of the head, and you can just hear the narrator in the background. At this moment, Joe realized his channel died.
Like literally, I just went.
Oh my god!
How many pirate bars have we gone in exactly? And why wasn't I invited? I want to go to a pirate bar. What the fuck? Like, if I had to replace myself with anybody though, that I thought would fit in with these two and work well with them, if I really, really wanted to put some thought into that one, two names coming to my mind right away. Barbado Joe is definitely one. I think people forget how good Joe was on therapy and how well he can work with others. He actually is an amazing host as well. Anytime you put Joe out front, does a very good job of kind of interacting with everybody and keeping everybody involved, keeping the conversation flowing. And his therapy counterpart, Johnny Grooms, man. Johnny literally can fit in with anybody on the screen. And I've always said that me and Johnny have always kind of been that when we got nobody else to go live with, we just fucking reach out to each other and we both know we'll go on the screen. He does a very good job at fitting in and being able to kind of roll with any conversation wherever the fuck it goes. So the therapy boys, either one of them would be a good replacement for me, I guess, if there had to be one. Of course, the right answer is fucking nobody, because nobody's me, and that's that.
The ultimate Johnny Grooms moment, blocking a dude on therapy for asking for a giveaway, and then right after he blocks him, he does a giveaway.
What is a pirate bar? I don't know.
That was the ultimate Johnny Grooms moment. Go Google it. It was on Bar Rescue. It's the only pirate bar I've ever seen.
Yep. But I don't, I don't know about the one that Nick went to. I don't know. I don't know. They went ahead and got the stupid night job. Well, Johnny, if you ever have free time, you know where we are, and you know you're always welcome, sir. Regardless of what Dan says about you when you're not looking.
Johnny don't even come to watch my show on Fridays, the asshole. He's too good to come into mine.
I still, to this day, listen, I thought his last name was fucking Grooms for a while, too. I'm not going to lie.
Dude.
I really did. I just thought he was born with the coolest fucking name in history. And that was his last name for a very long time.
Best name in the motherfucking reviewing game, Johnny Grooms. Period.
And that's one I will agree with 1,000%. Johnny was one of the most underrated reviewers in the world when he was doing his things. Johnny did a lot of things before anybody else was doing it. Really did. So Johnny was very underrated. Very underrated. Straight to the point. Whether a product was good or bad, all the facts, none of the bullshit. Johnny did a great job of reviews. But let's all stop jerking Johnny off for the night. He gets it. We think he did a good job.
Now, I saw Rob's comment about using the heat. I've used heat twice. And it's partially out of laziness, partially the fact that I don't like the way my beard looks when it's straight. It's
an interesting thing. It really is. Sometimes when you, and I'm not saying that the heat thing is a bad whatever. If you have that kind of beard, it works for you. Do you think? I can't use heat that much though because my beard, once I use some heat and it gets straight, it just doesn't look right. Although if you ask the people on the internet, it never looks right. So there's that.
Yeah, Rob, we know Becky's way too hot for him. Trust me, Becky's settled.
He was talking about Johnny.
I think he's talking about Johnny.
He's talking about Johnny Grooms, you old fuck.
That too. Jesus, you ever seen Johnny's better
Christ.
house? Johnny's a very happy guy. Johnny ain't going nowhere.
All right, it's about that time, boys and girls. We are going to get ready to wrap things up. But again, we want to thank you all for being part of the weirdest fucking live stream on YouTube. We try our best. But before we get ready to wrap it up, I will just say this. Do me a favor, guys. Go and follow both of these men if you're not already. I'm pretty sure everybody else here, but go follow both of them. Watch their videos. Dan's going to start making videos as soon as he can figure out this whole editing thing, once he can get it all down packed, these new fancy thingamajiggies and all that. He's going to make the content again.
Once I don't have to fucking spend an arm and a leg for a goddamn app to edit shit.
But follow them both.
I mean, now it's if you don't want the watermark, you got to pay fucking $20 a month.
Yep. But that's most of them. That's almost all of them that I remember.
Fucking suck my dick. No, Ken. No. I'm not going to use a fucking Mac.
He did the same thing to me, Dan. That would be Ken's advice. Ken would always give me a real answer. He'd be like, Joe, try this and try that. Oh, by the way, this would all be a lot easier if you would just use a fucking Mac. Yes, Dan, I know. Get an iPhone, Joe. No, I'm not doing it. So
no, I'm in a never-ending war with my wife over that shit, and I'm not going to give in. It is, Daniel, and I have it on this laptop, and this laptop can't fucking handle it.
that's why you said it works well on Mac.
I'm not going to fucking put it on a Mac.
It's nice to see I'm not the only one who weirdly holds on to his Android and covets it and says, fuck Mac.
I like my Android, period. I'm not going to use no fucking Mac.
But
I am nothing.
Yeah, I don't have a single fucking thing they've ever made, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. I think I have something that's affiliated with them now because I have the headphones, but beyond that, I don't want nothing to do with it. So real quick, we'll go around the room. Dan, who's on the Longhouse this week?
Tomorrow night, I have Garrett and Melissa of Beard Mode. That new and upcoming power couple that have been making those really fucking good reels.
Okay.
And Garrett's pretty fun to talk to, and I know my wife and Melissa, they're like the same person, so they're like best friends already.
Oh God.
So.
Oh dear God.
Beck, I didn't say a word. He did. It wasn't me. I am your friend, Becky. I am your supporter. So when you decide to kill everybody in the room, just remember, I was a nice guy in the room.
Oh my God, you're a bitch.
But I'm going to be alive, bitch. Thank you very much.
God.
All right, old man. Anybody else you're going to piss off this week?
Yeah, I got videos coming. Next week I'll be live on my gaming channel. We got more shit on both my channels coming.
Plain and simple.
That's about the easiest way to put it.
Which channel are you doing your live stream on this week?
Didn't I just say?
Yeah, he wasn't listening to you, though.
My gaming channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I will say this. I willingly accept all comments on my channel, but use your real fucking name. If you're going to come in, be an asshole, put your fucking name to it. I'll respect you a lot more if you put your name to it.
By the way, anybody else notice that when I called out and said we all know who you are, you stopped commenting?
I didn't block him. I was going to hide his comments, but the Reverend said, let it go. Let it ride.
Literally, I jumped in the comments, and on the one comment, I was like, dude, we all know who the fuck you are. I'm just going to jump on your real one and come over here and talk shit. He stopped commenting after that.
Daniel, how many more of my secrets are you going to fucking give away? Those are exclusive.
Wiley, TCT, BNL, Wargaming.
Yeah. So, what do I got going on? Nothing. But I'll be back in the commission next week.
What do I got going on? Nothing.
That's it. Sorry, I've had a couple people actually hit me up asking me what I thought about this and if I tried this. And I have zero, I hate to say it this way, but this is reality. I have zero FOMO in the beard world these days. None. So if I miss out on something, whatever. There's none of that feeling of, oh my God, I have to try this before. Nope. None of that goes on anymore. So I get the shit when I get to it, and I'll give you my opinion whenever I get to it. But if you're looking for somebody to know right away, I'm not the guy to ask.
Well, rumor has it he's coming back real soon.
But yeah, I'm sure he'll be back soon.
He's coming back.
Stupid doesn't go away. It lives forever. So
what I hear, he's coming back with a vengeance.
Joy. But until next week, when we have a chance to piss more people off and do what we always do, You guys stay safe, have fun, and if there's any, remember, the NGL link is there. Throw weird questions up, whatever. But if there are any topics you actually want us to touch on, literally, feel free to throw it up in the link. It doesn't have to be a question. Just be like, hey, can you guys talk about this? Whatever. We don't give a fuck. There's nothing we have ever shied away from and never will. So until next week, y'all stay safe, and we'll see you then.